TinkerCAD tips. In my prior tutorial, I was working on multicolored parts or multicolor objects that were made up of several objects that could be more easily multicolor printed, like on a Prusa or Bamboo Lab printer. An example of that is this bowling pin here. I currently have it bundle grouped. I'll ungroup that. And you see here, this is actually made up of a number of parts here. And I had taken you through a number of steps, which is kind of portrayed back here where I cut it up. Well, I've come up with a little bit quicker way of doing it. In fact, it's a lot quicker way of doing this. So let me show you that. So let me grab these, move these out of the way. So this one here is a copy of the STL. It's just a single object. I'm going to bring that over here. And I'm going to bring out a whole box and set that on the work plane. I'm going to move it in a bit. I'm going to surround that bowling pin. Let's bring this side in a little bit, just to make sure that it covers on all sides. There we go. I'm going to select the two of those, do a quick alignment in this direction and this direction. All right, now the whole box, I'm going to increase the height of it to represent the bottom white part of it up to the point where the first red stripe would be. Then I'm going to Control D, duplicate that. I'm going to hit W on the keyboard and place our work plane on top of that whole box, and then hit D to drop that duplicate on that work plane. Now I'm going to lower the size of this one, the height of it, to represent that first red stripe. So say right about there. I'm going to hit Control D again. We get another box. It's pretty thin. I'm going to increase the height of it to represent the white stripe, the next white stripe, then Control D again. That's the next red stripe. Control D one more time, and I'm going to increase the height of this to be just above that bowling pin. I'm going to hit W, put the work plane back on the default. Now essentially what we have here is 5 hole shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now here's where the trick comes in. I'm going to lasso select all of these, and I'm going to slide it over. I'm going to hit Control D, and then I'm going to Shift nudge with my cursor key, a duplicate of it there. And without deselecting, I'm going to hit Control D or duplicate a couple more times. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, each one representing one of the parts. We're going to make this real easy. We're going to go to this first one here. I'm going to select that bottom hole, delete that. I'm going to come to this next one here and delete the next hole up, that. Over here on this one, I'm going to delete that hole shape. On this one here, I'm going to delete that one. And then on the final one, I'm going to delete that top hole shape. All right, we just come back over here. I can lasso select those items. Union group. Same thing here. Union group. Union group those. The next set, union group those, union group those. Now I can come back here and I can select this one and shift select this one. I'm going to change those back to red. I can shift select the other two parts here. Actually, let's lasso select all 5 of them. Click on Align. Line down the center that way, line down the center that way. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and lasso select all of those, and I'll just do a quick union group so that if we move this around, it stays together. But now when I go to export this particular object, I would want to do so as an OBJ file. If I click on export here, I'll select OBJ. And what you end up with is a zip file, and within it, there's an OBJ file that you can import right into Prusa Slicer or Bamboo Lab and assign each of the parts to a different spool in your AMS unit. So there you go, kind of a quick update, a quicker way of doing that cutting to divide all that singular object into multiple. As always, like, follow, and repost. If you have any comments, man, you know where to drop those. And if you have ideas for other TinkerCAD tip tutorials, drop me a DM. Until then, happy tinkering.